All right, dude, do the intro, bro.
All right, welcome to Everybody's Got a Price. Very, very excited today. I am your host.
I'm Josh
Jeff
Nelson.
Wait a minute.
Oh, sorry, dude. I went
Wait
too early.
Wait a minute.
My
There's
bad.
two hosts.
I thought my bad.
The other host is, he always misses his cue, and that's
Sorry,
why I
dude.
always lead this off. The very funny, the very talented, the very voluptuous Josh Nelson.
Hey, now it's my turn. What's up, guys? How are we doing?
How's your week, bud?
I'm good, man. I'm in a good mood today, dude.
You are good. That makes me happy.
I'm in a good
We were worried
mood.
about you last week.
I was a little angry last week, yeah. But,
Well, and
you know,
also, I was in a mood. So then
Yeah.
both of us being in a mood, we started to
know.
worry about you at night.
you worried about me?
A little bit.
Oh, yeah, no.
Because
No
I
worries.
was in a tiff. Like, everything was bothering me. You know what I needed? I just had a cigar at the fucking Yamashiro, and now I was happy after that.
I think it's funny because you'll get in these moods and we can tell, and then you just do a cigar and you're fine.
Yeah. I think I'm developing, well, I don't think. I've confirmed it. But I'm getting, like, early, like, agoraphobia. And that happens sometimes when
What
you get
is that?
sober. It's where you get, like, I hate using this term because it's so overused nowadays, but like you get like really high levels of anxiety, like in little bursts around like people or like in settings. And Yamashiro does that to me because there's nowhere to hide. You get off stage and then everyone's just, hey, like strangers, and then people
yeah.
and then like people that just showed up who, you know, are like, well, we've met before, so he better give me more.
Yeah, you're talking about that.
Yeah, but also that is making me on edge in general,
Okay.
like almost every single night of my life and in certain scenarios.
But yeah, that's completely, you have defense for that. Like you have people coming to your shows that are coming a lot and they're demanding a lot of your attention. So
Yeah.
it's becoming a thing.
A girl like I hooked up with, she's like, hey, I'm here. I'm like, why are you here? Like,
Yeah.
I didn't invite you here. And it's not a big deal. I'm not mad at anybody, but it's just like, then I start to get all like closed in and I start to freak out.
Yeah, because you go, I don't really want to talk to these people, but you're trapped to talk to them.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah,
a
that
lot
sucks.
of stuff. It's okay.
I was fine. I had a blast at Yamashiro last week,
you
and
crushed.
then I was annoyed here last week just because I drove up and all that shit. But besides that, and then they switched the couches on us,
Right.
And I
That
wasn't
seemed to
ready
really
for
bother
that.
you.
I don't know why I wasn't ready for like a new couch, like because so this isn't a big deal for you because the camera's straight on for you. It's like right there. For me, it's at this angle
of the podcast.
where I have to like kind of sit this way towards you, and it just feels very vulnerable, and I don't like it.
Yeah, you don't
And,
want to feel like Brittany Furland, like
Yeah.
sitting there in some sweatpants.
Yeah.
So tell me,
So it felt like
what
that.
was your week like? Like, that guy was fucking hot.
Yeah. So it was just awkward, but I mean, it was fun. We had a good episode, and we're gonna have a good episode this week.
Love
And
it. Very excited for our guest. Should we
let's do it.
start off?
Yeah, let's start it off. So he doesn't have to sit. Oh, producer with an alarm. Okay, that's fucking
I sold him set alarm right when I should introduce our guest.
nice, dude. Well, he nailed it, bro.
Perfectly did
He
it.
nailed that shit.
He left. He nailed it. The cue is good. First time I saw you, brother, was at the Haha Comedy Cafe.
Yeah.
And I'm about to sound like a chick. He says great vibes. He had great vibes. But you did. You had like cool vibes. You ever meet somebody like, I could be buddies with that guy. I like that guy.
Hell yeah.
Saw you at the Haha. You were fucking super nice. You were super cool. And you were funny, which is rare at the Haha.
For sure. Haha's the best.
It's called the ha ha. Why isn't everybody?
Well,
ha-ha?
it's just it feels like some sort of secret show or something where like they didn't tell any audience members and they just comics are dragged. One of my favorite stories, because we all as comics like to talk about like what's your worst bomb story. Ari Azizian, our friend here and little brother of the podcast, he was performing at the Haha Comedy Cafe for like 3 people in the audience, and the owner Terry is vacuuming
Oh my
while
God.
he's on stage, and right by the stage. He's here. She's vacuuming right there, and she's in between the audience. And I'm like, that just is such a great example of the haha.
Yeah, there's so many. I mean, I was there taking out the trash since I was 21 years old, and I have so many stories there, man. It's
Yeah,
just,
I'm
it's
excited to get
ridiculous.
into them.
Yeah.
Thanks for being on the podcast.
Thank you for having me. This is
Yeah,
awesome.
absolutely.
This is
Yeah,
sick. Nice
man,
to meet
dude.
you, Josh.
You too, buddy.
I feel
You
like
guys ever work together?
I've never worked. Yeah, I just met him today.
yeah, just met. I feel
Yeah.
like you guys are like
Anthony Stiriti, right?
Yes.
That's your name. Beautiful.
Yeah,
Nice
this
to
is
meet
awesome.
you, man.
Nice to meet you too.
I don't
man.
think we said the name.
Oh,
yet,
my bad.
so.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
that's how Chili is. I feel like we're just kicking it.
Vibes guy, bro. He's a
Yeah.
vibes
Just
guy.
dude. Just chill. No, I just met Josh. I've known you for a little bit. I feel like I'm 27 years old. I feel like I could go 2 ways in life. As I either go family man Josh chill ladies man Jeff. I don't know which way I'm gonna go yet, but I feel like I can go
Wait,
either
bro.
way.
Why am I not?
He perfectly nailed it.
Why am I not the ladies guy? Why do you just assume that I'm the
Josh,
family guy, bro?
It's dad vibes, bro.
Yeah. You got,
vibes, dude.
you got the I own a pizza shop kind of guy.
Bro, dude.
Hey,
I'd love to have a
kids.
pizza shop.
I get so much pussy, bro. I don't even like what we're doing here, dude.
Oh, why are you talking like that?
I mean, I have so many ladies I have
crass.
conversations with.
There
Is
you
that
go.
better?
Yeah. We don't fucking tell, baby.
The family
We're gentlemen.
guy or the woman guy over here? I like that. All right. I mean, you nailed it. I just don't like how you nailed it. I
Okay.
feel like you were given insider information.
Yeah, and also, come on, there's only one route to go. What are you doing? Dude? Come my way.
I mean, you just lean back. You're talking about the couch. I feel like
Mad about a couch.
My dad would do the same thing.
I just wasn't. I don't like change. I don't like different.
Well, me neither, man. I didn't vote for Obama.
There it is.
Change. Get out of here. I like the way things are.
Let's go back to real quick the vacuuming story.
That's
Like
it's wild.
everyone's just like, so how'd you do tonight? And he's like, well, to overcome the vacuum.
Oh my
like
gosh.
it must like how do
Didn't
you
do well. Trust me.
and like just it's so mean. You're just
And,
at
like-
a club and you just somebody's vacuuming.
Yeah,
That's
they
so
run
mean.
they run the haha very mafioso, dude. Like, and I love Jack and Terry, and they've been nothing but sweet to me. But like, I'm sure that's just them going. It's an open mic. Who gives a shit? There's only 3 people here. We got to
Yeah.
get ready for the real show.
It's so mean. though.
But to just be that honest about it is pretty wild.
They should make the people who don't do well vacuum.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a great story for you about the haha. When I first moved to LA, I'm on Last Comic Standing season 6. But it hasn't all the way aired, and it's already started airing. They do this thing where they like pre-tape, and then it becomes a live show after a while. So I'm in that window where now I know I'm on network TV, but I can't tell anyone yet because it hasn't aired yet. So I moved to LA. I've got a little bit of, for the first time in my life, I have some money in my pocket, and not a lot, but like to have hundreds of dollars was like, I couldn't believe it. And so I want to tell people that I'm on Last Comic Standing so I can get on stage. But the rules are you're not supposed to tell anyone that you're on Last Comic. So it's like, shit, I'm in the valley. All right, I'll go to this haha place and I'll just like see what happens. So I go in there and I tell the guy I'm a comedian from Seattle, blah, blah, blah. And he's the owner, Jack. He goes, I'll put you on stage. I say, yeah, great. And I do really good. And so then the next day I show up and now I'm getting a little cocky. I'm like, hey, dude. I'm on Last Comic Standing. Keep it to yourself. But and he just remembers that I did well the night before, and the thing, and we're in front of the club before it opens. And Jack is like this cool, slick talking, fast talking kind of like guy. And there's this giant picture. I mean, it's the size of this wall of Gabriel Iglesias. That's a poster like on the window. And I don't know if Gabriel Iglesias has ever even been to the haha comedy. And if he has, it's been a while.
Yeah.
So he points to it in this like father-like moment. He goes, "See that right there? That could be you." And I was like honored, I was like, I'm new to comedy. I'm definitely new to LA, and so I was kind of like, oh, what a sweet thing to say to me. And I was like, oh, I hope, Gabriel's really amazing and talented and famous. That's the goal. And he goes, no, that could be you. If you bring me a poster, I'll hang it. He wanted me to go print my own poster and bring it to the haha, and he would
be
hang
on
it
the
up.
wall, dude. That could be you.
That's not how posters work. And then also, like, in his mind, he was like, maybe this is the next guy, Like, he's going to come replace this. It was hilarious, but it just gives you the idea of the type of businessman.
That's how they do it. They run a really good cop, bad cop thing over there. Jack's the good cop. Terry's the bad cop. The only time Jack ever got, like, super mad at me, I was doing the door. It was my first time ever, like, doing tickets at the door, and I was messing up. And I go, sorry, man, it's my first day doing this. He pulls me, line of people out the door, pulls me, never tell him it's your first fucking day. Like, yelling at me. Don't tell, you're embarrassing me. I was like, dude, I'm embarrassed. It's my first day doing this. You don't tell me how to do this.
Don't ever say it's your first day. You're like, I'm sorry, dude. It's my first day. I didn't know that. He's such a unique but, like, amazing guy. He's like a perfect sitcom character. The first time I ever performed, I crushed, and I made fun of the room.
Oh, no.
I kept doing this thing where I was like, how rich is the owner that instead of just getting signs that are like 2 feet by 3 feet, he just took a bunch of flat screens and put them on pause because it was just paused on like the hot. So like everyone's laughing and he's in the back, and because I framed it as like how rich is this owner, he really liked it.
He liked that, yeah.
Yeah, I was really putting him over, like how cool of a guy is. He's like, yeah, $350 each, who cares? Just put them on pause. I'm doing this whole thing. And so then the next night I do the exact same thing. It's a different audience. So I'm doing the same material and the same, like trying to recreate that moment with a new audience of like, what's with the owner? He puts flat screens. And I get off stage, he goes, hey, don't do that again. I was like, what? You liked it last night?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't actually say that, but in my mind, I thought you liked it last night. And he was like, I think it's funny, but it's don't do it again. And I was like, all right. That's the only time he got mad at me.
That's awesome. My first time performing there, he's like, you're doing 10 minutes, but you're doing good after 4. Get off stage. So I did. I was at 5 minutes. I got a good laugh, and I was like, I'm gonna get out of here.
Wait, that's a strange. Should be the other way around.
Yeah, but I
do
didn't know what to do.
Doing well,
yeah, it was like my
Get
first
off
show.
if you're doing good after 4. What?
Yeah, if you already got them.
That's wild.
If you're gonna bomb, stay up there longer.
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
it's insane.
I've seen some comics that they won't get off until they like their closer. Maybe that's the theory, right? He's going
I
with
think
that.
he's like, I just need him to warm the crowd up. So if you can
Yeah,
warm him up quicker,
and then we're good.
get out of here.
Yeah.
His son, Jack Jr.,
I just
who's
realized
actually
it was Jack Jr.'s dad the whole time.
And Jack Jr. is like very successful, but when I was at the Ha, Jack Jr. was just his son who sold like cell phones at a kiosk at the mall. Yeah, and so like Jack Jr. would come in. It's like he didn't really grasp how like comedy or anything worked. So he just starts giving me the pitch like with my phone. Like he's like takes a key and he's like scratching his phone. Give me the same pitch he probably does all day. He's like, look, and he's scratching his screen with a key and then showing me that it's not ruining the screen because this like magic tape or fucking screen or plastic or whatever the bullshit's on there. And I was like, wow, but I didn't care. Yeah. I just was being polite, like listening to Jack Jr. do this whole like speech, and he's the owner's son. I'm aware of that. So I'm like, oh, wow. And he goes, I'll sell it to you for $25. And I was like, I don't really. And he's like, all right, $20. I go, I don't really want one.
need this at
He
all.
goes, come on, man, it's $20. You look at what I just, and he does the thing, and I say, forget it, fuck, I'll take it. I give him $20. He goes, I'll meet you here next time I see you. I'll give you the screen. He didn't even give me the screen.
He didn't have it on hand.
Took my $20. I didn't see him again for like 8 years, and then now he's back in comedy.
Did you ever get the screen?
No, I never got it.
Oh, we gotta.
He doesn't even remember it happening.
We're gonna have to talk to him about
I told him
that.
once. I was like, "What happened to that screen?" He's like, "Oh man, I'm in comedy now. Man, I haven't worked there forever."
Give me my $20 back then, dude.
Yeah, it was so long ago. That was like in 2008, I think.
Oh, that's funny, man.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
They're
That's
businessmen.
hilarious. What's some
Yeah,
funny?
they're hustlers.
Yeah.
What's some crazy shit
I
you've
thought
seen
they
there?
were Mexican forever.
Yeah. Well,
not?
she is.
Oh, Terry is.
Terry's Mexican. Yeah.
I thought they were Mexican, and they're Armenian,
Yeah.
which explains the hustle.
It explains everything. Yeah. There was one time I was like 22, probably was bartending there, and I was like, I had to open at like 4 p.m. for the open mic, and it was like 1 a.m. I was like, man, I'm tired. And he's like, we're closed up. And he goes, you're tired? When I was your age, and because this whole when I was your age, I did all this stuff. I never got tired. And he goes, you see that? He's like, take all the bottles down. You know, it's like the mirror and behind the bar. Take all the bottles down, clean all the shelves, clean all the bottles, put them back. I was like, I gotta go. Like, I don't have a car.
just said
My
I'm
roommate's here to
tired.
pick me up. And he was like, you on the clock? I was like, yeah. He goes, do it. So he locked the door. The whole staff had to watch me take all the bottles down and clean the
You
shelves.
said you were tired.
Yeah, because I said I was tired.
I like the principle of hey, don't ever say you're tired. But like it's pretty wild.
Yeah, it was wild. My roommate was waiting out in the car for me for like an hour, just 1 a.m. It was brutal.
I have I'm gonna push back a little. I bet he's been tired before.
For sure. For sure.
If he worked as hard as he says he does, I bet he knows what
And
tired
when he
is.
did, when he was
Exactly.
tired, he just cleaned the whole bar.
just worked
That's what
harder.
He did.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
worked harder.
Dude, but I'd be like, you get it though. You've been tired. Right?
Yeah, everybody's been
yeah.
We
tired,
know what
right?
tired is.
Have you? What's some crazy stuff you've seen there?
Dude, I used to open the open mic at 4 p.m. and middle of summer, everybody would come in and it'd be 100 degrees. Everybody's so hot and they're doing the open mic and they'd give me strict instruction. Whatever you do not turn on the AC, because it costs money to turn on the AC. So everybody's just drenched in sweat doing the open mic, and I'll just have to host it. Everybody's mad at me.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
He's like, when I was an open micer, it was hot.
yeah.
I don't care. I don't care. Dude. You have to deal with the hot.
Don't ever say you're hot around me.
Yeah, I'll make sure you do a longer set.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Just go out in the desert and do this shit.
I push you back on the lineup. You don't even get to go up as soon because you said you were hot.
Somebody texted me last night and said, hey, I'm at the Ha-Ha, and this lady just came up to me and said, I can't sit in the back and watch the comics on the show, and there's nobody sitting in the back.
Oh, wow.
She's like, comics go in the green room. So he couldn't. It was just.
I've never seen comics in the green room there.
That's a good point. The
Yeah,
green
they're
room was
always
not
in
used.
the back on those little booth things.
Exactly. It's a cool little green room too. But
The green room feels
uses it.
too much like a high schooler's like bedroom or something.
It does, all the,
With like posters and like. It also feels like what a high schooler's bedroom looks like on a movie or TV show. You go back there, you're like, I think I'm.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pictures all over the hallway in the green room, just of people that came in there one time. It's like these famous comedians have been there once. They took a picture. With
I
them.
will give Jack credit for that. Like that, he's treated the walls of those buildings like his personal Instagram.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
it's like he predates Instagram. He'd
Yeah.
be like, oh man, Charlie Sheen was here. Like I'm gonna get a photo with Charlie Sheen, make it an 8x10, put it in a frame. I mean, the whole thing is just him with someone famous.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's like 3 of Sebastian now. They just put.
Just keep putting more up.
One time she put, it was a long lineup, like Saturday Night lineup, and she put, closing it out, Sebastian in all caps. So we're all freaking out, like, Sebastian's coming?
Yeah,
This
that's
was like
huge.
3 years ago, not that long. He was huge. And everybody's all pumped, and she goes, Sebastian's coming. She's telling everybody, Sebastian's coming. He started here, and I saw the pictures of him. We're waiting at like 10 p.m. Sebastian Satina shows up, a Mexican comic. she's telling
amazing.
everybody Sebastian's showing up.
We've talked about doing that before, where like just change my stage name to like Don Kuke, but it's spelled Dane Cook.
I like that.
So like just advertise Dane Cook. Don't put any pictures or anything. And I show up. I'm like, I'm Don Kuke. It would work.
That's great.
Yeah.
It's just sold out.
Actually, I want to call a, based on what we're talking about, I'm going to say exactly who does this and how much it pisses me off.
I
There's a
already know.
comedian named Craig Gass, who's originally from Seattle, but like he would do this bullshit where he'd be like, because he's an impressionist, he'd be like, "Hey, I'm Adam Sandler." This is a bad impression, but he'd be like, "I'm Adam Sandler. I'm going down to see Craig Gass tonight down at the Morty's Comedy Club, Scooby-Doo," or whatever, like whatever the fucking Adam Sandler thing is. So the place would be packed because he had done all these celebrity impressions,
Like
saying they were going to
endorsements.
be at the show.
Yeah.
And so audience members would even say to the owner, like, "Hey, like, is Adam back there?" And then like they'd have to be like, "Well, we don't want to tell him like that he lied," or like, "No."
Yeah.
So they're just like, "I don't know, you might be in the back and doesn't want to be bothered," or whatever. So they would just kind of like play along because they didn't want to like refund tickets.
Oh God.
How would they get
What a
fooled though?
scam.
Like impressions, like how they don't see his face?
No, because he was like a radio guy.
Oh.
So he would like do these like
That's
little
awesome.
radio things. Oh, I'm getting a call from
Oh, it's so
Morgan
bad.
Freeman. I'm going to see Craig Gass
That's
tonight. You're like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's
Oh, just all these.
They think all these celebrities are going to be in the crowd. Which you could say like that they're stupid for
kinda
thinking that,
dumb
but like
too,
no,
though,
that's
but
possible.
yeah.
People come to the like Hollywood all the like at the Laugh Factory. I can't tell you how many celebrities have been in the audience.
yeah.
When I've been there.
I wonder, like, he did it the first time with just one celebrity, and he started to see the ticket sales change.
Dude.
He's like, "This is my thing now, dude."
I don't know how he would defend himself from me saying this, and maybe it never works, or maybe he goes, "Oh my God, that's like it never." It's not like that's not what you're making it sound like it is, Jeff. But the story I heard recently, he sold out the shows, and the shows definitely were because he said
No
that. Yeah,
way.
I promise you.
Wow.
That's crazy.
You said he knew he was gonna say that?
No. When he said another comic, I thought he was talking about there's this other comic. We all know who he is.
Say his name.
I don't know who you're talking about.
You'll know when
Just
I tell
say
this
his
story.
name.
Just say his name, dude.
Mark Hayes.
Okay. What
He-
about it?
He literally will put people on a lineup, say that they're gonna be there,
Yeah.
and then they never show
Well,
up.
no,
And
that-
Oh, really?
But so I did a spot on Mark's show last Thursday, and DeStefano was on the lineup.
Yeah.
And he just didn't show up. And I'm like a huge fan of this
Yeah.
guy, and I was pumped. But they tagged DeStefano on Instagram, and Bobby Lee both didn't show up. But they tagged them on Instagram. The improv did. So it's like the improv is.
the improv doesn't know. And Mark tells the improv that they're coming, and then they just don't. Like,
So
they would-
interesting.
he's done
Oh,
it with.
that's kind of.
Well, it also
shady.
depends on which way it happens. If they are gonna do it and then they don't show up, or if he's just putting them on there and they're
Well,
not gonna show up.
It would be interesting if like one's in New York,
Yeah.
like when he put it on the flyer.
That'd be fun.
Let me put it this way: there was a time at the Bourbon Room when Marco and Mark were doing the shows at the Bourbon Room.
Yeah.
They put Theo on the lineup one night, and I went with Theo, and Theo was like, "I wasn't even supposed to do this show.
Oh,
Mark just put me on the
interesting.
lineup." He's like, "I wasn't even supposed to do it." And then he did it again at the Laugh Factory with, not Laugh Factory, sorry, Improv with Theo, twice. And then I texted, he apparently was doing a show at the Laugh Factory, and I texted Chrissy, I was like, "Yo, like, you're going to be there?" He's like, "I didn't even know I was on that show."
Yeah.
So, like, he's done it, like, 3 times to, like, 4 people I
Man.
know.
Well, there's been times where I'm at the Kookaburra, and then the audience doesn't show.
Dude, somebody told
The
me
whole audience will no show, and then we don't get to do comedy that night.
somebody told me the other day he was booked on a show there last Wednesday, and then he's knocking on the door, nobody's answering. He's texting the comedy group chat like, "Yo, where are you guys?" There's a little show group chat, and then he texts Katie, and she goes, "Oh, I'm in Mexico."
Yeah,
And like nobody's at the club.
What was the?
It was Maddie Chimber told me.
Yeah.
It was I don't know what show he was on, but I was like,
that
how does
happened to me, but they actually texted me that the show was canceled. But they asked me to be on the show.
Yeah, but
Then the next day, why that's so frustrating and worth me calling out is because when we book it, this is our work. So if I book a thing, that means someone else will say, "Hey, Jeff, can you do the improv?" I go, "I can. I'm at Kookaburra."
Yeah.
Or if Kookaburra asks and I'm at the Laugh Factory, I say, "I can't. I'm doing the Laugh Factory." But then when they just cancel the show like 4 hours before I'm supposed to be there, now my night's open and I'm making zero when I could have been at the Laugh Factory or anywhere else.
That's annoying.
I get Maddie Chambers because he probably just didn't sell any tickets, so that's why they canceled his.
Oh, it don't matter
Fuck
who.
you, Maddie.
That's
I'm clipping that and sending it directly to him.
got him.
This game is fucking stupid, dude.
Wait, so earlier there was an alarm that went off. What was that one
Yeah,
for?
what was that one? Your birth control?
Was that a different one?
It was a different one, yeah. It was a different. I don't know why.
Was that a different cue I should have?
Yeah, it was. It was.
You're like my dad at the bank or something. Just leaves all the sounds on.
It was supposed to like warn me to like stop saying Mark's name so that way I didn't get caught. No, but I have like a bunch of alarms set that I don't know why I've never turned off, but I've had them set for like 2 years.
That's got to be chaotic. You're just
It
like,
is.
what the fuck does that mean?
Well, I have like the label for like today it was like Muay Thai. I was like, I'm not going.
What's
So-
that? What was that one? What was the
Muay Thai.
label?
That was Muay Thai, and then the one earlier was Jiu Jitsu.
Oh, did we fuck up your Muay Thai schedule by
My
switching
what?
the
My
podcast?
Muay Thai.
I don't know. What,
Muay Thai?
Speaking
Muay Thai.
of fighting, I put my web guy posted some video of me talking shit about Ronda Rousey. Because remember when Ronda Rousey got her ass beat by Holly Holm?
oh, now she
And,
wants to fight you?
No, but like, why? By the way, why I was talking shit about Ronda Rousey is because she was such a sore sport about losing. Like my nieces like look up to this woman because she's like a badass fighter, and then the second she loses, she goes on all the talk shows, cries, talks trash about her opponent, quits, and then says that she just wants to have babies. I'm like, what a good message for my niece.
Yeah.
What a great message. Yeah, if you ever lose, the second you lose, you should cry and quit.
Yeah.
Throw a little temper tantrum, say everyone that screwed you, and then just quit the sport altogether, and then say, I just want to have babies with this guy because I'm suicidal.
Yeah.
Like, you're a piece of shit, Rhonda. But anyways.
Then she goes on Entourage.
And I said Holly Holm, like the joke that I threw in there was like, yeah, Rhonda was only good because there was like not many women in the thing. Holly Holm was in Japan just going, I could beat the fuck out of this lady. And then she came and did. So that whole thing is what was posted. And then on one of the number one comment is Holly Holm going, hey, that's me. And yes, I did. And it's just like a fist emoji.
Oh, that's
That's
funny.
great. That's great.
so badass. Like, that's just such a boss.
Yeah. She commented on one of the reels that we posted the other day. Me and my brother posted. She like commented like a bunch of times and just liked like
Yeah,
a bunch
she's
of
the
reels.
best.
Yeah. Sweetheart.
Shout out to Holly Holmes. We love you. You're the fucking best.
Do you think you could take Ronda Rousey in a fight?
No.
I don't know. Jeff's got some height.
Well, I do think like these kind of things come down to size and stuff. And
Yeah.
so I feel like
How much you weigh?
I'm 220.
Yeah, I think you'll be fine.
Well, that's the thing. I think that like yes, she has more technical ability. She would be a better fighter than me. She could do all these things. I think if she gets my ankle in a weird thing or my arm, like then she wins for sure. But I think that it would take maybe some 4 big slugs from me, and then she'd be like, "This is unfair."
I think maybe even 2.
Yeah,
Like, she's
think,
a little girl.
If you could just kind of like, while she's trying to get that arm bar in, I'm just punch her in the fucking jaw. I think it's
I do this boxing gym like a couple times a week. It's co-ed, so you just rotate through people. And my first time doing it, I had to face off against a girl, and I'm just kind of like playing defense, and she
Right,
goes, "Come on,
copping
hit!"
feels on
yeah,
the tits.
yeah, exactly. She goes, "Come on, hit me," and I'm like, "Oh, that's the worst." A girl saying, "Come on, hit me," so I'm just like tapping her stomach. Like I don't want to hit a girl.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. I feel like you can't hit a woman like that. I don't know.
Well, no, but I think that like if my pride was on the line and shit like that, like also she's gonna go as hard as she can.
It's an excuse.
Yeah,
That'd be crazy.
I don't think I could just. I think if we're at a Muay Thai gym or something or jiu-jitsu, like I probably wouldn't. But if like everyone's watching and it's Ronda Rousey, like I'm like, all right, I
okay.
gotta go
Yeah.
hard on this.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
and I'm
haven't-
panicking. I'm just
Yeah.
like slugfest.
It's different. It's different with like a top tier trained fighter rather than
Right.
just someone at a gym. I feel like because they're trained to take those shots, so I feel like it wouldn't be as disrespectful to hit
Sure.
someone as hard.
Granted, these girls I was fighting probably more experienced than I am.
Sure.
And like bigger than me
But
for sure.
still.
But still, I felt weird weird hitting
Yeah.
a woman.
Well, I mean, there's reels of
You'll
like
get used to it.
college girls basketball players that no one's heard of who are like, I think I could take LeBron to 10, you know, if you spot me the ball. And it's like, if those reels are going around viral, like, I think I've got a standing chance of just panicking, punching Ronda Rousey.
For sure.
Yeah.
Those,
I'm bigger than her. It's unfair.
Legitimately 4-on-4, we could probably hang in a D1 college women's basketball.
Yeah, that's
game.
the
easily,
thing.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Easily.
It's really, yeah,
haven't played in years.
we're bigger than them.
Yeah, it's
so
Well, you guys are bigger than him. I'm probably, yeah.
Well, I don't know. Like, there's that little extra, like, we're stronger.
Yeah.
It's unfair.
I had a girl do that. Hey, hit me, but it was during sex.
Oh,
So
yeah.
yeah, that was weird.
So many sex I have.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. I did not hit her.
Open hand?
No, I
Well,
couldn't.
you just said you did.
No, I wouldn't hit her. I couldn't hit her. I couldn't do it.
Pussy.
What
Yeah.
was going on when she said hit me? Was it like,
We were getting it on,
Like,
and she goes,
You were
punch
in a
me.
little fight about
that's
dinner.
crazy.
She goes, punch me. And I go, no, I'm not. I can't. She goes, fucking hit me. I go, no, like I'm not. So we settled on choking. And I was like choking her, but I was choking her like a pussy also.
Right.
And then she goes, quit being a pussy and fucking choke me. I was like, Jesus. So yeah,
I
couldn't do it.
spit in a chick's mouth once, and because she just said it, and I was like, I don't know. And I don't know if I liked it or not.
It's
I'm still in the middle on it.
You're like,
Didn't
get
hate
up-
it, didn't love it. It was very confusing, but it was like I was even like took me a few minutes after I did it. Like I'm still fucking her, just going. I don't even know where that came. She asked for it.
I've had that. You
Is
gotta
this
like
a
work
thing?
up a spit to go, like get
Yeah.
it
Did
going.
you go
Take your
deep,
zen
like-
out.
I just kind of like it was a very.
Get a
She
lube.
asked, I did it,
Is she
and then I
like-
pondered it while I was like.
Is she
sitting-
laying on the ground and you're doing the big long string like the big brother thing? you used to
No,
do?
it was.
You're like, I can only spit when I have a cigar. So you gotta get a cigar going.
Yeah, well, I was smoking a cigar.
Yeah.
I'm a selfish lover. We'll be having sex. She's like, "You're a selfish lover." I'm like, "What? Just because I'm checking my email?" I have my laptop set up on her back.
That's great.
Going on what Josh said, I do kind of agree with that. During sex, it's a little weird to hit someone. I was with this girl and I was like, she like wanted me to slap her, and I got like a little uncomfortable like during like it's just weird. So many things
Yeah.
can go wrong. So I was just giving her like little light like little slaps,
Love taps.
and she grabbed my arm. Like when I went to slap her again, and she like legit yelled at me. She's like, "Slap me like you mean it, you fucking pussy."
Yeah,
Really?
they get aggressive.
I was shook after that.
She was,
Yeah, we date different girls.
yeah, big girl, huh? Like
No, tiny.
Christian.
I do like
some
big girls sometimes.
girls.
Sometimes, but this
Yeah.
girl was an anomaly. She was short. She was tiny. She was like it was weird. It
She
was
was trying
so
to prove
weird.
something.
Yeah.
You know? She had short woman syndrome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
And then I had a porn star spit in my mouth and found out the hard way. I did not like that.
Gross.
Yeah, I wouldn't want it in my mouth.
Yeah.
yeah.
I didn't even want to do it. I still don't know how I feel about spitting in her mouth, if I'm honest.
One time's
Gross.
cool. You got to do it for sure. To
Yeah.
I've experienced it once, but
Spitting or getting spit.
He got spit.
no, I didn't get scared.
Oh,
Dude, what-
so just
There's a chick on Instagram who
I know-
like her whole thing. She's like hot, and like she'll just like rant like selfie style about something, and she's pretty aggressive, but she looks petite and is very like ladylike. And then she'll be like, if you're going to the grocery store and you're like, it's funny, you know. And then she'll just be like, be a man, and then she's like, and she'll spit on her camera. That's how she ends each video.
it's my entire For You page.
But I've watched it. I've watched enough of her videos. I'm like, I think it is hot. I
That's
think
great.
like I don't know. Like
Who has to clean the phone?
she does. She's alone in her car. I don't think she outsources that.
By the way, mine ended interesting too, though, because we ended up like after we were done hooking up, she wanted to go again, and then she just slapped the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
And then she goes, "You want to hit me now, don't you?" And I was like, "Oh,
She's trying to blur those
get out of the
lines.
house!" I kicked her out. I was like, "Oh." She was going to do everything to get me to hit her, and I couldn't fucking do it.
What a
Smart man.
strange
Jerk off.
relationship.
Yeah, the
she
whole
has
thing was-
with contact and
the whole thing was
intimacy.
weird.
Yeah, there's some issues.
The whole thing
there.
was weird.
I was in Oregon for a baseball tournament in college one time, and we were arm wrestling. Everybody's drinking, and my teammate beats one of my assistant coaches in an arm wrestling thing, and the coach gets pissed. He goes, "You want to punch me right now, don't you?" He goes, "Punch me in the fucking face," to like a freshman.
The
And
coach says this to the
coach says
freshman.
"Punch me in the fucking." He's like, "No." He's like, "You want to punch me in the fucking face?" He's just yelling the whole time. He's like, "I'm like, this is a trap."
No, man, I
Yeah.
just wanted to beat you in arm wrestling.
Yeah, what are you, 12 years old?
The coach
we
was like,
doing?
like young guy.
Like he was gonna hit him back or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
got kicked off the team.
He's this adrenaline of like, you want to punch me, huh? Punch me in the fucking face. I'd be like, can we work out the details here? Like, what is?
Are you gonna hit me
What
back?
are you gonna do back?
Am I
Like,
off the team?
yeah.
I need
Am
to
I the
know.
coach now? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like you're kind of escalating this, and I need more details. I saw a movie last night. Speaking of needing more details, have you guys seen the movie The Substance?
No.
No, I want to. I heard it's good.
You seen it, Josh?
Uh-uh.
All right, then we'll just edit that out. It's not. I'm not going to talk about it if nobody's seen it.
But what's it about?
It'll just be me spoiling it or whatever. The premise is Demi Moore is a very successful woman who just turned 50. She's like a celebrity. She's not playing herself, but she plays like a Suzanne Summers type. And then at age 50, even though she looks phenomenal, she's having all these issues with aging and like competing with younger women, and like she's having the psychological effects of trying to keep up and not age. And then she gets offered this very controversial thing that's like black market, like super secret, and she decides to take it and then deals with the consequences of it. And it's like this special substance that's only available to
Like a pill,
Illuminati type people.
like some limitless shit.
Yeah, I was
kinda?
gonna say it's like a
Yeah,
woman
the
limit.
problem with it is my problem with the movie, without giving anything away, is that you have all these questions that they refuse to answer.
Yeah.
And like to them, I bet if I talked to the director, he'd be like, it doesn't matter. And you're like, it doesn't, I guess, because the movie is good. But like when you find little problems where you're like, but why wouldn't she? They just don't bother to fill in any of those holes.
They're
But
like,
it is
you
a
don't
good
need
movie.
all the details.
And it is a good movie. Go see The Substance.
It's out now?
Yeah, I bought it or I rented it on my like Apple TV. So like, but I think it was in theaters recently.
Dude, movies are so different now. Like, I tried to sit down and watch The Gladiator 2, and I couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it. I bought that. I liked it so much.
Oh, wow.
You liked it?
Yeah.
I watched like the first 20 minutes, and I was like, I don't care.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it's awesome.
You see the new Den of Thieves? Den of
Maybe I'll
Thieves
keep
2?
watching it then.
I
that
love
good?
those movies. Those are probably
Yeah.
my favorite movie series. They're gonna make another one for sure. The way it ended, and at the premiere, O'Shea Jackson
Can you
Jr.
bring up Den of Thieves on this? I want to see just what it is.
It's O'Shea Jackson.
You said that
Jr.
there's more than one.
There's two. Yeah, the second one just came out.
Well,
Gerard
Den of
Butler.
Thief,
Yeah, naturally.
and then two of
And
them.
now they're accumulating.
So that's the first one, 2018.
Okay.
And
And it's
apparently,
good?
yeah, it's great. And apparently, at the premiere of the second one, O'Shea Jackson Jr. was like, "We'll keep doing this
Den
till we're
of
7 years
Thieves.
old."
What is it about? A bunch of lawyers?
Yeah,
Wait, 50s in this one too, I thought?
no, 50. I'm not gonna spoil it.
Oh, of
but
course,
he
50
might have
Cent's
passed
in
away
it.
in the first one.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I had
He
that. Like,
produced. It's his movie
yeah.
though. Yeah.
that's what I thought. But great movie. I
So
will
the thing
say.
with Gladiator that I liked was that it was just a fun classic, felt like an old 90s movie. It felt like the first Gladiator, which came out in 2000 or whatever.
Okay.
but
Don't give it away, because if
I
it's
won't.
good, I'm going to watch it.
My criticism of Gladiator 2, you will like it, and it is, and you should finish it.
I
You'll
just
like
got to
it.
pay attention more.
Is that there's little things they do where you're like, that's fucking impossible, and there's no way they did that.
Okay.
Because there should be some element of historical
accuracy.
and there wasn't.
Exactly.
At one point, they just fill up the arena. So, like, there's a 3-day event, and then the second day, they make it like an aquatic setting. So they fill it with water, and there's like boats on top of the water, and they're gonna have this battle on the water. But it's full of like sharks. You're like, so what? They sealed up the arena, filled it with water, and were able to put sharks in there in this time period.
That's
Like, how would? And then the next day, the arena's back to being a land environment, but it's not muddy. It's not like
Yeah.
where did they get where did they do with the sharks and shit? How'd they? I don't know the whole thing, but those little inconsistencies are ridiculous.
Okay,
I
so
had that. Sorry, go ahead.
maybe it's a me problem then, because it's like I'm watching it, but I'm also doing other shit. Like I was like editing a video
That's the
as it
problem.
was playing, and maybe I'm just not paying attention enough to that. Maybe that's what it was.
Well, I think that like, and I can definitely identify with that, is that like I will watch a YouTube video probably 5 times, and this will be like a 20-minute YouTube video because I was texting and missed like just like a little
okay,
part,
yeah.
and then I'm like, and then now I'm in it. Now I'm checking Instagram and I'm doing whatever,
Yeah.
and then I'll put it down and be like, all right, let's restart this. And I do that
Okay.
so often. But for a whole like giant motion picture like Gladiator 2, you should probably
Yeah, I was like
Pay
editing, and I was
attention.
like, "This will be good." And then 20 minutes in, I'm like, "Nothing's." I'm bored.
I thought the
and-
beginning sucked, but after the first 15
Okay,
minutes,
I'll
it's
keep doing
great.
it because I want it to be good, but because the first one was so
It's really
amazing.
good, and they
All right.
they found a way to creatively tie it to the first one that's perfect.
Okay, cool. I'll give it another shot. But just other movies, I'm like, it's
no.
hard to get into. What were you sorry?
I had that same thought. Den of Thieves 2 I saw with my buddy. 3 days later, he texted me because there was a part in the movie where it's a bank heist, and there's like they got to go from one roof to another, and it's like 6 huge guys climbing across with just holding like one of those like little like flimsy poles to get across
Yeah.
from building to building. And my buddy texted me 3 days later. He was like, You think all those fat ass dudes just fit on that one pole?
Zero
Like,
chance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
didn't even think
exactly.
about that. I was like, yeah, that's a good point.
I think those things are important.
Yeah, me too.
I try to not make them so important that I'm criticizing the movie like some nerd, you know? Like, it's impossible that these Ninja Turtles would be able to... You're like, yeah, they're Ninja Turtles, Jeff. Yeah. But there should be some, like, why don't they have some guy like us for every project
You're like,
to
that's
just
not real.
nitpick,
Yeah.
and then they go, oh, we could fix that easily.
Yeah.
Like, they'd be able to fix it by just making the rod, you know, like, more... just nitpick it to death so that those little things don't distract you from the story you're trying to
Or like the Fast and Furious stunts nowadays.
I was
They're
just about to say
they're
that, yeah.
so
Oh, yeah.
insane. Kind of like flips a car over the like a whole
Right.
bridge, and they land. You're like, this is what? None of this can happen.
They go to space in one of them.
Yeah.
They literally bring a Pontiac Fiero to space in one of them. It's insane.
I've been doing this is how bad my brain's got for just enjoying fiction is that I watched 1492 recently, which came out like in the 90s, and it's about Christopher Columbus, and it's played by Gerard Perdue or whatever his name was, whatever that guy with the huge nose was. He plays Columbus, and I couldn't get over the fact that just everyone's speaking English. The Indians, the fucking Europeans, the Italians. And I'm going, well, Jeff, it has to, or you wouldn't be able to watch it, you know? But like in my mind, I was like, no, fuck this. This makes no sense. I was like getting so mad about it.
That makes sense.
They're Spain. They're from Spain. Why does the Queen of Spain have no accent? She has no like she just speaks perfect English with no Spanish. It pissed me off. Same with, but that what made me think of that is in Gladiator 2, Denzel just talks like he's from Brooklyn, New York, and you're like, but why is why? And he's all cool. He's got like swagger. You're like, why is Denzel just get to be Denzel, and nothing else makes sense?
So you'd watch these movies, and you're just thinking of every little detail. Like
I do. I try to turn it off, but I think that's what makes Jeff Dye good. I like that. I think like this.
You're
But let me
observing
tell
everything.
you, every girl that watches movies with me is probably like, shut the fuck up. Because it's just too much.
Yeah, yeah.
So now I've like even just a couple nights ago, I was just like,
You're just
Jeff,
eating your
be
words?
quiet. Like, can you just shut the fuck up? Like that's all everyone thinks about me. Like, this is just a lot.
I'm the other way around watching a movie with a girl though. Because
Really?
they're the ones talking. I'm like, can you just shut up?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let me
Oh,
just
yeah.
watch the
Well, I used
movie.
to be like that. I used to be like, just enjoy it. But now I'm going, what is this guy's deal? Who has a mustache? Like, have you ever seen anyone with a mustache like that?
I had a kind of what we're talking about with movies, but I was talking to this girl, and like she was like asking every detail in the middle of a story, but she kept asking questions and just derailing the whole story.
Oh, really? Like,
You're like telling a story. She's like, "So where did you stay?" And you're like, "That fucking
not
doesn't
part of
matter
it.
at
Yeah.
all." Like, and you're just like trying to get through this story, and she's like, "Well, what airline did you take?" And you're like,
God.
"Well, none of this matters." Like,
yeah.
So I just think of you watching a movie like that. She was doing
Dude,
the
trust
story,
me.
and I finally just like, stop asking questions. None of this is relevant.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna tell you the relevant shit. Like,
Yeah, I'm not going to leave any detail that you need out.
Yeah, that you need
Right.
out.
I also think too that I think the questions I'm asking about the movies might be fine, but they're not that necessary. And I'm still like going, well, why doesn't she
Yeah.
like Demi Moore's character like gets hit on by this loser guy, and then in her like lowest moment she reaches out to the loser guy, and I'm like, but why him? She didn't have like an ex-boyfriend or anything. Like she's never had any relationships that we don't. She's before she turned 50 and got fired. Like she just didn't know anyone. She had no friends. Why would it be that loser guy?
Yeah.
Like I couldn't get my mind around
That's
those
so
things,
funny.
which is a fair question,
Yeah.
but also just enjoy the fucking movie, Jeff. You know, like I just can't help myself.
You said Demi Moore reminded me of. Did you see what Mandy Moore tweeted a few days ago? Somebody, her parent or her in-laws' house burned down in the Palisades, and somebody, an Amazon driver came and delivered a package to the fully demolished, burned down house, and the Ring camera caught it.
That's
it's just a
amazing.
picture of an Amazon package of the whole house you see burned down.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
I love that the Amazon driver's like, hey, a deal's a deal.
Yeah.
You bought this.
You ordered this.
Yeah.
He's like, maybe they need this.
What was the Ring doorbell on? If the house was
That's a
flattened,
good point. I don't
someone
know.
else's
I don't know.
house?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe somebody else's house.
Yeah, Mandy Moore. I can't tell if I hate her because I used to be liberal and she's very conservative, or I can't remember. I think back when I was a liberal, Mandy Moore like annoyed me. She was like, "Keep your babies." I was like, "Shut up,"
Oh, yeah.
you know. But I think I think now I'd be a big Mandy Moore fan if that's how I remember it. I can't remember.
I don't remember. I don't know what she is.
I don't like her
she's
because
conservative.
I take everything very. Have you seen Entourage?
No.
You haven't. She breaks Vince's heart in Entourage.
I was just about to say that's why I fucking hate her.
That's why I hate her.
I hate her.
You're just programmed to not like her.
Mandy Moore.
Yeah, Mandy Moore. Yeah, he
broke
dates
his
her.
heart.
Yeah, and she just plays like a. She's herself, but she also plays kind of like a rude
I think
person.
she's an actress though, right?
Such a good
Yeah.
actress that she's convinced you.
Yeah,
I hate her. Yeah.
Have we ever talked about that on the podcast? That like if you're too good of an actor, it can ruin your career.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Like Flo from Progressive just fucking nailed it, but now she can't be anything but Flo.
Yeah.
Screech from Saved by the Bell, Jaleel White as Urkel from Family Matters. Like they all just nailed the role.
Yeah.
But now they did the role so good. We're like, dude, that's Urkel.
The guy
George
in Rain Man.
Costanza.
Oh yeah, Costanza,
The guy in Rain Man.
Dustin Hoffman.
He did that so good that
Such an offensive role.
he wasn't
Rain
in
Man
it.
was not
Did he do
good.
anything else after that?
Have you ever met an autistic person like Rain Man? Like, what was that impression?
What do you mean?
Wapner, gotta watch Wapner. Like, you're doing a mentally
Four in the
retarded
box.
guy. You're
Yeah.
not doing like an autistic.
Yeah.
It's 4 in the box.
Dude, he's wild. Or like that role was.
Did
like,
he do any other roles? Like he nailed that one so good that I feel
You
like
thought he nailed that one good.
he nailed that one so good.
He's trolling us.
What are the I Am Sam? That one?
That was not Dustin Hoffman.
No, but that was the
But
other
you just
guy.
want to talk about guys that play retarded guys?
Yeah, but they nailed the role so good that they weren't anything else, right? Isn't that what you're talking about?
Sean Penn, he did that one role where he pretended to like a chick so he could get contacts for El Chapo and almost get us all killed. That was a role, leading that woman on just to meet El Chapo.
Yeah.
Fuck Sean Penn.
He's one of the guys that got paid a bunch of money to support Ukraine,
He
right?
sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a fucking piece of shit. And he's like,
Yeah.
but I'm Sean Penn. I got a big house. Everyone thinks I'm cool. I'm like, well, you're a very talented actor, but don't forget, bro, you're just an actor. Just a
an
fucking
actor.
nerd theater kid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Get him.
Risked all our lives because he wants to meet El Chapo. What a twat.
I haven't seen that. I don't know what
You don't
you're
know what I'm
talking
talking about?
No.
So there was this woman who, like, El Chapo was, like, somewhat, like, he fancied her, you know? But he was, surprisingly, El Chapo's somewhat of a gentleman, like, when it comes to these kind of things. She was, like, a very famous Mexican actress. And El Chapo, like, started, like, a relationship with her. Not a sexual one. I imagine he wanted one, but, like, he would bring her to, like, the thing. Sean Penn found this out because they're both actors. This chick's an actress and he's an actor. So he used her. He started dating her. He wanted to get the contact to El Chapo. Then became pals with like El Chapo and whatever, and like basically just made a mess of things, but used that poor woman, risked her life for sure, because she's like, how does, like, I didn't know he was going to do this. I didn't know he was going to, anyways, Sean Penn sucks.
Yeah.
I can't get past the part where you said he fancied her. Is that
Yeah.
was that your word or is that their word? Like, what made you?
Yeah,
do
how
you
did that
fancy
get? How did
girls?
that get in my brain?
Do you fancy ladies? Like, is that what you're doing?
I'm trying to think how that got in my brain.
Fancy. Yeah, I
I
like that.
just couldn't get past that the whole time. He's like,
How'd that get
he
in there?
fancied a lady.
Oh, maybe that.
Josh, you look like someone who would talk like
Macklemore
that.
song. That's what it is.
Is it?
So that Macklemore song goes, he's shout out to Macklemore 10 years ago before it became political. But it was like, I know the devil fancy me, but that don't mean the motherfucker gets to dance with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like
So you
that.
brought that fancy reference
think that's
from
how it got in
10-year
there.
song.
I
Okay,
think
I
that's
like
how that
that.
got in there.
I just thought maybe you fancied girls now. That
I do
was your
like
thing.
British terms.
Okay.
Yeah, like I used to watch a lot of British like TV shows, like just because I loved Ricky Gervais.
Cherry up.
And then Ricky Gervais would talk about other British shows, so I'd watch those, like The In-Betweeners or trying to think of some other ones, but like Extras with Ricky, like all Ricky's shows, and then all the spin-off ones that like I would just overhear them talk about. They use so many good words.
Okay.
Like,
Cherry-o.
what are you on about?
What are you on about?
Like, I love that. Are you taking a piss? Means like, are you messing with me? Like,
Oh, that's not going to the bathroom.
No.
Okay.
No.
Or like bell end. Just calling someone a bell end, which is a cock. You just look like a bell end.
I like that.
But there's like probably 10 of them that somehow got in my brain from just observing these shows.
Okay.
And fancy, I think, is definitely
Do you
one of them.
fancy a bell end?
No, I don't.
Okay, I'm just.
What,
Is
you
that
taking
how,
a piss?
Is that how you use
think
it?
that's funny?
I don't know, man.
You taking a piss?
All right, that's cool. You got British words, dude.
Yeah. Should we play the game?
Let's do it.
Do you know how this works?
Yeah, he briefed me. Yeah.
Okay, good. For anyone that's watching for the first time, who's just a fan of him and who jumped in here, we're going to ask you things that you would do. How much would it cost you to do them? And then who knows? Maybe we'll get the money from Mr. Beast or someone like Mr. Beast, or maybe people will accumulate it, a little crowdfunding, and we'll try to get you to do the thing, and we'll film it. Yeah.
You see that guy that hit that shot? Won 100K, Mr.
Hated
Beast
it.
last
Worst
night?
part. Can we talk about how bad the NBA All-Star Game was?
Yeah, it's terrible.
What are we doing? 7 minutes of basketball and 9,000 concerts and skits. Shaq and the team dressing up like fishermen and fucking, oh, look at the crazy hats we're putting on Barkley. Kevin Hart was super annoying. The players were like, isn't this the All-Star Game?
Yeah.
What's happening? This segment with Mr. Beast, like, I'm going to pick someone from the crowd, and if they make a half-court shot, they're going to get, $7 billion. But it's only before this player makes a three-pointer. It went on so long, the NBA had to come in and go, all right, shut it down.
Yeah.
This sucks.
Yeah.
People are changing the channel.
They're trying to change the rules to make it more competitive, but go from within. Just make the players compete. Why? Like 10 years ago, it used to mean something. East versus West. They'd all tried hard. But nowadays, it's just like, why not just, instead of trying all these different things, just say, hey, players, try harder. Just
or
I don't think they know what to do.
Yeah.
Commit to the format that that they pitched us. It wasn't even a format. It was just always a concert or a rapper or a skit or a comedy. Oh, look, Kevin Hart got a tiny statue because he's tiny. Like, that's not basketball. Like, just give us the All-Star Game. What are we doing?
And it's not even the All-Star Game anymore because they had one of the teams was just rising stars. They weren't even All-Stars. And Jason Tatum was like, used to mean something to play on Sunday night. Yeah.
Well, and it's the weird thing is, like, I get why the NFL All-Star Game sucks. It has to suck.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to tackle each other. They're going to get hurt or something. Like, that makes sense. But for the NBA All-Star Game, that used to be a fun one.
Yeah.
And now it's like just this, it was like 7 minutes of basketball over the whole 3-hour concert.
Exactly. I think
sucked.
Hockey figured it out, though.
I was just about to say, I love how Jeff was like, they're all afraid. He's afraid to get hurt. Meanwhile, the four nations face off. They were chucking knuckles within the first 9 seconds of the fight. Game. There were 3 fights in the first 9
Hockey
seconds.
has some pride.
Yeah.
And I like that.
You know why that happened though, right?
Not the pride like Josh does every year at the
every June,
waving his wiener around and dressing up with his trans friends. I'm talking about the pride that you have as a man. You go, I might get hurt, but I'm gonna still play because I'm representing something.
You know why?
Real pride.
We're about to drop gloves right now, motherfucker.
Are you taking a piss?
You know why they fought though, right? You know why? You know the reason that they had 3 people fight, right?
What during the
game in the first 9 seconds? The game took place.
I think you know that I don't know.
No, I don't know if you watch it or not.
No, I don't.
So it took place in Canada, and like they have like a huge rivalry, obviously because it's Canada's game and everything. During the national anthem, Canada, all the Canadian fans booed the national anthem.
That's weird.
Yeah.
And very unlike Canadians.
It was.
They've been doing
They
it.
did say sorry afterwards, though. That is
after
true.
they got the
did.
piss beaten out of them.
But it's so Canadian to boo something than say sorry afterwards.
I do like that the sorry. I'll take the sorry. I appreciate that. I do hate that they booed that.
They've been
It
booing
was in Canada.
They've been booing
It
a lot
doesn't
of.
matter.
You're right.
The national anthem is like.
No, I agree.
Whenever the Toronto Maple Leafs, the Edmonton Oilers, the Calgary Flames, the fucking
Raptors,
whoever comes down, we honor their national anthem.
You're right. That's a good point.
in America, no matter where they play, we do both. You know, and that's because it is respectful to show respect to a country.
Yeah,
it made
they're gonna boo it.
Yeah, it made it so much better though, because right when the puck dropped, Matt Tkachuk fought. Then it's funny because Matt Tkachuk and Brady Tkachuk were both on the same team, like on Team USA. So Matt fought. Then they reset and they were about to have another face-off.
Yeah.
Then his brother fought, and on the way to the penalty box, he dapped his brother up, and they were mic'd up in the box. And Brady goes with his brother. He goes, "That was a fucking good one, wasn't it?" And he's like, "Yeah, you got him good, Matt. You got him good." It was just so. It made me bleed
Canada,
red, white, and blue.
You better tread lightly. You keep up with this communist bullshit, and our president's gonna go. Let's just go get Canada.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
They got
51st
no
state.
fucking real military. It would take us 30 minutes to take Canada.
easy.
It would be like, all right, now this is just the 51st state. Fuck off.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
A lot less
Well, that's
traffic.
why they've been booing. They've been booing like the last month ever since he's been in office.
I know they've
because
been
of all that stuff,
super
but,
they've been super liberal for the last 20 years, and with
also they're kind of they only
Trudeau
see the media that they're allowed to see too. So they're getting their opinions from whoever they're supposed to.
Have you been to Canada? There's not even Canadians in Canada anymore.
No,
it's just like Indians and Chinese people, and it's
Yeah.
like literally there's hardly any Canadians.
Oops, sorry. I just want to.
Dude, it's out of control
Canadians.
today, dude.
Who, me?
All right, let's see what happens. Puck drop, and then what?
Right there.
I don't see it.
You'll
Right there.
see it. So this is what the NBA needs to do.
Exactly.
Well, just let them play basketball.
Yeah.
I don't need to see, Charles Barkley wear a top hat because everyone thinks that's not the NBA All-Star game.
But I think they are going to go towards this format. They'll probably do USA versus the world
That'd be awesome.
basketball. I think that'll be where they go next.
And then there was that one.
That'll be all tall guys on the other team.
Yeah,
Giannis, Wemby, Jokic.
I
Those
know.
are all on
It'll
the
be a
same
good team.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting.
But
All the tall freaks are just against America.
But even from a marketing standpoint, too, I think it sucked because people used to buy the East vs. West jerseys.
Yeah.
Now, you're not going to buy a Shaq's
Yeah, I don't know
global
why they
team
did
jersey.
this, like, pick the team stuff. And,
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Can you imagine if they do go back to like the normal format, and then everyone like looks back in history? They're like on Wikipedia going, "There was a Chuck team versus
Yeah.
it's gonna look stupid."
Yeah, exactly.
You go, who the fuck is Candace Parker? She got to
Yeah.
pick a team. Like
Yeah,
it makes no
exactly.
sense.
And the thing, me and my brother were watching it. He was like, "I don't know if Candace Parker is a rookie. I don't know if she's retired. I don't know if she's still. I don't know anything about Candace Parker."
Candace Parker was really, really good, but
Yeah.
she was like the Kevin Garnett of the WNBA. Like she
Okay.
was that level. Like
Okay.
she wasn't the greatest that's ever lived in women's basketball, but she was just up there. But again, historically, we're not going to look back and go, "Oh, Ernie's team."
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Like what are we doing? Like what are we doing?
They kind of got too cocky with their TNT show by
Yeah.
going, everybody knows who they are, so everybody wants to see Chuck versus Shaq. And it's like, no, we don't. We just want
Yeah.
to see a basketball game.
And then Charles Barkley kissed a man that he raced. Did you see that?
No, I didn't watch it at all.
Yeah, he kissed a man on the lips, which had the black Twitter erupting.
Yeah. Speaking of,
I will say, I mean, there's got to be an amount of money they can just give them to make it competitive again, right? You
Well,
know,
I think if there's just
you
stakes,
give them all $1 million, like they're not going to
yeah,
make it.
if you do something like
serious,
that,
you know?
yeah.
but even like the dunk contest, like the this white guy Matt McClung, he's like my size.
3 years in
winning
three-peat,
3 years
baby.
in a row. Made John Morant and Giannis tweet, "Oh, I'm going to do it next year." But they're not going to do it next year.
I could tell you why that
They don't want to
happened.
lose.
What?
Why this guy McClung won, and also like a little error that happened in NBA organization. So they made a show that actually was on TNT that was before some big thing that was airing on TNT. It was called Dunk King, which is a great name. Dunking.
Yeah.
It sounds like dunking. It's Dunk King, and it was like a whole thing of these guys competing in dunk competitions, and you'd heard of none of them. You're like, how do I not know this guy? He's doing like crazy shit dunking. Like you couldn't
Yeah.
believe their heads were like over the rim sometimes. Like the rim would be here, and they're like
Wow.
just jumping out of the gym, calves huge, like doing all this creative shit. And I think that show revealed to like the NBA and to the everyday audience member that like there are people that are just specialty dunkers.
Yeah.
And like they would never be able to make a team. Some of them are too old, some of them aren't talented enough, some of them aren't tall enough or whatever, like cuz McClung's a D-League guy.
Yeah, he's been in the league, the D League,
But
for
he
3 years.
specializes in dunking.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
it's his specialty. So why would LeBron want to go out there and do it if he's going to look
Well,
like
then
a
he's gonna
fool to
lose.
some
True, yeah.
specialty guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be like the greatest arm wrestler in the world, like making Brock Lesnar look like a loser. It's like, well, Brock has reputation to lose.
Exactly.
Some unknown guy who's just really good at arm wrestling.
Yeah, not a lot to gain from it.
Right, so they canceled Dunk King, which I think was a smart idea, but like now we're seeing it. Like McClung is a specialty. I
Yeah.
wouldn't even let him compete if I'm the NBA.
And they asked him at the end, and he said he probably won't come back, but he's going to come back, I think, next year.
I don't know. Four-peat, first time
Yeah,
ever.
for sure.
That'd be freaking cool.
But wouldn't you want to see LeBron like that? Then there's stakes.
Yeah.
So if LeBron can lose to Matt McClung, you want
Right.
to see that, right?
Uh-huh.
Like,
Yeah.
Well, I just think you make him. You cast it instead of just letting it be this open thing.
yeah,
I'd be like, oh, sorry, you're not really famous enough, and I know that sounds mean, but you're also in the D League. Like we
Yeah.
want to see you
Yeah.
guys, because again, that like there's just that specialty factor.
Also, make the prize big enough. If it's like a $4 million prize, you're telling me every stud isn't going to do the fucking
Yeah.
thing?
yeah,
It'd be like letting Jose Canseco hit in the home run derby. Like it's like, well, he used to be in Major League Baseball, and you're like, yeah, but all he does now is just swing for the. I don't know. It just
Yeah.
feels like this. It should have to be guys that are in the league that we've heard of. I don't know.
I
Make
agree.
it a show.
yeah. I agree.
All right, let's do it. Let's get into it.
All right.
How much money would it cost for you to drive to Florida, stay there a night, and drive right back?
He was thinking about on his drive up from San Diego. He's going, man.
I was like, what about this, but fucking to Florida?
How
Why
long
Florida?
does he get to take, like, gas breaks?
Florida is it's a 48-hour drive.
What does that break up to in a day? If it was like 10 hours, 15 hours a day of driving.
Do you have to stop, or do you have to go straight through?
Well, you're gonna have to stop to get gas and stuff.
Oh no, I mean like stop to sleep and stuff.
No, you can only sleep in Florida.
Ooh. I have to pay for gas, obviously.
Well, no, you bend that into the price. I mean, whatever your price is, put gas into it, so you're not just coming up fucking.
Yeah, can you do meth to stay awake like these truckers do?
I do that for.
I mean, what do you want? Okay, fine, you could sleep every night. Wherever.
We'll give you a rental car so it doesn't add up miles on your thing.
I do $1,500.
$1,500. Drive to Florida.
Cover my rent for. I do that. Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
Dude, let's definitely.
That's
and
reasonable.
just keep calling, just FaceTime him. Hey, how's it going? I'm bored as fuck.
Just live stream. I'm just watching this podcast.
No guests, no
should have asked
friends.
for more. This sucks.
No music.
Should ask for
No,
more.
you
No
can
music.
have music.
No,
dude.
no
music.
music. Silence.
Crazy.
We're not
Oh,
gonna know
that's
music.
mean.
That's so mean,
Let
bro.
him listen to some books, some podcasts.
Yeah, you have
Just
to do.
silence, dude, for fucking
Your own
48
thoughts.
hours.
Your own thoughts for 48 hours.
That'd be
Well, it's not that. It's just boring. It's not
Yeah.
running from himself. It's just boring.
$1,500. Oh man, that's pretty cheap.
I know.
I
It's
don't
gonna be
know.
Good. We should have played the game sooner. $1,500 guy. All right, here's another one. How much to shave your head bald?
Ooh. Oh. Shave my head. I do $3,000.
Mine's coming up pretty soon.
I do
$3,000.
$3,000. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, now that I just got a fresh cut, you can see how close I am to just shaved anyways. Does this make
bro,
you
you
realize?
ain't gonna fucking do
No,
it.
it'd be a huge difference.
Yeah, for like a few
Bro, you're on
weeks.
TV.
Yeah,
You'd get no
that's-
TV
And
work
I'd
for
wear a
6
hat.
months.
You
Then
wear a
you're gonna
hat, you
spiral.
wear
You're gonna be mad at me for fucking having to do it because you can't get on TV. I already feel
When was the
bad.
last time I was on TV?
You did the British Bake Off or whatever.
Weren't you just on Fox News not that long ago too?
Well, I'm gonna be on. I guess I'm on TV on Tuesday.
Yeah, you're on Gutfeld.
But
on
I'm saying, like, I can
Tuesday.
wear a hat on Gutfeld.
No.
Oh, would
coulda
you
wo- I
start
coulda
wearing the fucking fedoras,
No,
bro?
I wouldn't dress like Cam Newton.
You wouldn't.
No, but I mean, like, I was on Hell's Kitchen. I could have worn a hat for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then we're gonna shave your head.
If I mean, like, my hair is like, I've had long hair for a while.
Got nice hair.
I've had it's my bread and butter. So I don't think
Is it?
I mean,
So for $3,000,
I like- yeah,
you're
I
getting
like
You're a
rid of your.
good-looking guy. I don't think the hair matters.
you think if I was bald, I'd do all right?
Well, it's like it would just be bald for a second.
It would be a nice
hopefully.
reset too.
Yeah.
It'd be a good reset. Pay my
I mean,
rent
cheaper
for 2
than
months.
$3,000.
Yeah.
You think it's cheaper than?
I
$3,000?
bet you $100 of the fucking $3,000 that everyone will be like, "You look great." Like nobody will even you'll care
Yeah.
at first and
Okay,
regret the
you-
invested time and long hair. But like, also, how old are you?
27.
Yeah, that'll go.
Are you
right back.
talking shaved or bic?
shaved?
What's big?
Like
Where you
razor?
take like a
Oh shit.
like shaving cream?
Because if you just did a razor to it, I don't think anybody's saying you look good.
and not the first day,
yeah. Too
No one's
shiny.
gonna be like, "Oh, you look
it's all
good.
white.
Yeah.
You look like a baby's ass."
It's all white.
What?
And,
You convinced me. I do. I don't know. If somebody offered me $1,500, I don't know if I would do that. That's tough. Shaving the head,
Yeah, it is.
I'll do it. $1,500.
$1,500
Here's my answer. Yeah, you convinced me.
Okay, cool. So for $3,000, you're gonna go drive to Florida bald.
Yeah.
yeah, he's just buying time, getting some sun on it.
Yeah.
All right, you got a nice beard. How much to do a monkey tail?
What's a monkey? That's not racist.
So you're gonna shave your beard, so it goes like this, and then it goes up around.
Type
You're
in
pretty much
monkey
there.
tail Oakland Athletics baseball.
You're pretty much. You got a good beard for it, so you just have to shave part
I think
of
it's
it.
a picture. I don't know why I did this. I should have just said, there he is. That's the monkey tail. Looks
Oh,
cool.
I did
huh?
that for $200.
It does look cool.
It would look cool on
Yeah.
you too. He's got a
That
good
face hair
beard
goes
for it.
back fast. I mean, like
Oh,
that's
yeah.
another thing.
I sophomore year of high school, I couldn't grow a full beard, so I just had like mutton chops, and they were like this
Okay.
thick. Just playing baseball, I didn't know anything different. Everybody was just like, "Dude, you got those mutton chop sideburns." I was like, "I'm just trying to grow a
Oh,
beard."
you did on
Nice.
accident.
Yeah, on accident. Yeah, just
Would
it
you
wasn't
really?
like a purposeful
Would
thing.
you really do this,
That's
or would
great.
you bitch
I'd
out
really
like
do that.
Christian did?
I
do
didn't
it.
He
bitch
looks
out. I never
cool.
got the money.
Christian said he would do it for $20.
Never got the money.
Look, someone's wearing a monkey tail face mask. Go to the far left over there. Look, someone made a.
Oh, that's funny.
They like
Oh,
just
that's funny.
recreated it. That's pretty sweet.
No, yeah, 200. I do $200.
I got one.
I just bought a PS5.
How much for you to drink an entire bottle of dip spit?
Ooh, a
Bottle?
bottle?
Mhm. Like a water bottle full.
Oh God, how many ounces is this?
12.
10?
You get sick. Dip spit? Is it his own dip spit at least?
16 ounces.
Yeah.
It's my own.
Yeah.
It gets to be your
But
own.
it's been sitting out, so it's not as warm. It's like that cold dip spit.
Cold's
You know what I'm
better.
talking about?
Cold's
Cold's
better.
better,
He said,
yeah.
put some ice on
Put
it.
some ice up and over ice.
Can I put my dip stick on
Yeah.
the rocks?
Can I have a straw? So the ice doesn't, you know.
Dude, that-
God, that's gross.
That's not. That's gross, but that's not like you're gonna. I do it for $500.
$500.
That's not. That's not.
You're gonna get
I'd rather
sick.
do that than go bald.
That's fair.
You're gonna get
Wow.
sick.
Yeah.
What about you,
I'm
Jeff?
shocked. I don't think I could do it.
Really?
Yeah, I think that like I would just like start yakking or gagging or spitting it out, and then you guys would go, "That don't count," and now I got $0, and I did a fucking gross thing.
Yeah, do you got to finish the whole cup?
Yeah.
You have to finish the whole thing, but if you throw up, it's okay.
Okay.
I mean, you're for sure
Fair.
gonna throw
You
up.
have to throw up. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's one time when
But I would like quit after that. I'd be like, I can't. Like I would just. I don't think I could do
You
it.
just slam.
I
it
would
down.
attempt it for 500 grand.
I thought you were gonna say $500 for a second.
No, I would try it for like 500 grand or something. Like if someone's giving me prime money, I'm gonna try it, and everyone's gonna be grossed out.
if they give you that
500
money to do it
grand.
on Gutfeld, would you do it?
Yeah, of course.
That'd be hilarious.
What's like fun is like when you see someone doing something they just genuinely don't want to do, that mind over matter. I've got a pretty good. I could do it, but it would suck. Oh God.
It's also like I'm itching. I just bought a PS5 because I want to be competitive. I want to.
Yeah.
I'm done playing baseball. I want to do something competitive.
Yeah, you got to
It's just-
get that in you.
Yeah, dude. But the
Well, I bet you can't drink a dip cup.
now you gotta do it. Here.
I got to do it.
It's really funny. That is an interesting subject.
That is good. Dude, we had a baseball tournament in high school one time, and they just came out with Copenhagen Black. It was only out for like less than a year, and I did that for the first time. Went to the bathroom. I was throwing up and shitting, just taking turns for like an hour and a half, and my buddies told every girl at my school
that's
that I did
awesome.
that. It was
Thanks.
brutal.
Why'd he tell everyone?
He was just
Just
fucking
a
with
jerk?
me, embarrassing
Taking a
me.
piss?
Yeah, taking a piss. Yeah, exactly. Just pissing on me.
How much to take a fastball?
Oh yeah,
From a major
you gotta
league
get in the
pitcher.
batter's box, take a fastball.
Ooh, that's a good one.
All the same gear as a big leaguer. You got a helmet. You got a elbow pad, probably.
$1,000.
Yeah,
I've done
It seems
I've done
high.
close to not major
that's
league, but
super
I've taken.
high for you,
That's
especially.
really high.
You think that's high?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you played competitive baseball.
Yeah, but that's gonna. It hurts.
I mean, it's very high.
It does suck. I've been hit, but I
Yeah.
was telling him we'd do it for free.
You said you'd do it for like $20.
I did say, but I don't think $1,000 is it.
I do it for free.
You've had people say way higher than 1,000.
Yeah, but he's a
Yeah.
baseball
And
player,
we've
and he was
said
about
every
to drive
time.
to Florida for $500 more.
I know how much that hurts, though. A major league.
sitting
These
in a
guys are
fucking
throwing.
car, just like a waste of time. 48 hours.
That's true. These guys are throwing hard now, though, dude.
They are,
A
yeah.
99 in the back.
Freeland told us that if he does it for us, that like we got to sign a thing saying that we're not gonna.
Yeah, I'm sure we
For
got
sure.
He's
it.
like because like he's like, dude, I'm gonna get you in the ribs, and that like you know if you.
I don't
just
like
gotta
it coming
Yeah,
from
you
a
knocked the wind
lefty
out of you
either,
for
dude.
a day.
I didn't even think about that.
Coming from a lefty, he's gonna come in at that angle.
What's Cease? Is he a righty?
Yeah, but he throws harder than him.
Dude, jeez.
Throws like 100.
Yeah, but Kyle's evil though. Kyle's got that in it. He's gonna throw it as hard as he can.
I don't like.
He's
this
gonna
at
giggle
all.
and just he's a quiet little killer, dude.
I mean, it's spring training. They can't even do it anymore, right?
We can do it. We'll just set it up. We'll see if your boy Cease, our boy Cease, leaves or not.
I'm so scared about
I've
that.
been texting him every day. I'm saying, what's the update? He goes, I'm just sitting here. in
I'm like
Arizona
nervous to talk to him about it because it's like you're like, hey, dude, I'm so glad you're here, and then he gets traded, and you feel like an asshole.
We just
Yeah.
got my guy Nick Pavetta from
Yeah,
Boston. He's
I'm
good.
excited about
He's good.
that. Yeah,
Sad to see. him
we
go.
how much to go to the batting cages and get hit by the fastest speed there?
$100.
Okay.
I'd do that. Yeah.
Chill. Dude, the guy that works at the batting cage sucks. He'd probably ban us or something.
Batcade?
You know that place?
Burbank?
No, not Batcade Burbank. It's the one that's like on Van Nuys.
Oh, the Sherman Oaks
Sherman
one.
Oaks
Yeah,
one,
yeah,
yeah.
Magic Castle or some shit.
something.
Yeah.
Like I go in there and the guy like shut off my machine, and I was like, "What's up?" And he's like, He's like, you don't have a helmet on. I was like, oh, okay, I'll put it on. He goes, well, you lost that one, like, because I put in the coin or whatever. I was like, all right. He goes, we got rules here, man. And I was like, I wasn't doing it as like, it was just weird to be like yelled at like by a guy.
Yeah, the guy that runs the Batcade's kind of a dick too, but it's interesting there because he's got like a really, I don't know what happened, if it's a burn, but he's a really messed up face, like really messed up. So it's also like a jump scare when he's yelling at you.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wait, can you just find someone else to yell at me?
Yeah, exactly.
You're a fucking freak.
I used to coach kids right outside of the Batcade Burbank, and so I had to deal with him a lot. Yeah, he's a dick.
Oh, I don't get why they're grumpy.
No.
I don't like that.
Pizza there, excellent.
Really?
Yeah.
Batcade, get some pizza and some hits and balls.
How much you get hit by a hockey puck?
Ooh.
From Alex Ovechkin. Well, actually, no.
All right, we're not going to get Alex Ovechkin.
Do people do that?
What?
Do people like just take pucks?
Oh my God, yeah. People
Like, I mean, like they'll go like, watch this, guys. Like, they'll do
Happy
like,
Gilmore.
I mean, like on Jackass, I'm sure that one guy did it.
I could probably get an NHL player to do it.
Well, no, we don't need an NHL
No, we
player
need
to
if
do
we're
it.
gonna do an MLB player, we should get an NHL player.
All right, well, I mean, we got to see the price first.
A hockey puck. And I'm, what am I wearing?
Do you get to wear a helmet?
Yeah.
You get to wear gear?
You're the one who asked.
You're the
Can I-
hockey guy.
can I
don't
dress
know.
like a
well, in
goalie?
baseball, we're letting them have all the same gear a hitter has. So I think
But
maybe for hockey, they should have all the
your
same.
It
shoulder
doesn't
pads
hurt
and
as much.
shit.
It still
Yeah.
hurts, but like it doesn't hurt as much. I feel like.
Can I wear goalie stuff?
Then you're not gonna feel it.
Okay. And then
How much did stop a goal as a
I don't know.
goalie?
Yeah, I think, but like it's pretty reckless to like not give him gear.
All right, fine.
As far
Regular,
as like that puck hurts.
Oh,
It killed
yeah.
a little girl once.
regular equipment,
Jesus.
Did.
forward
Did.
equipment, no goalie equipment.
regular equipment?
Yeah, it's still gonna hurt.
Right, but yeah, I think I think that's fair. Like goalie equipment's a little like it's
You don't feel-
gotta
that's
wear
like a
the
catcher or
skates.
something. Yeah.
Obviously,
I do
He doesn't want
I do
to
$500 bucks.
$500.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's...
see that I would do for free.
We're shooting
You do
fucking
that for-
pucks
well, you
Yeah.
you're,
at him
Yeah.
while Eric Roach is dancing around in a like
Dude, we
in his
yeah.
like figure skating thing. We're getting two done at the same time.
Yeah. All right, let's go this one. How much to just go to do a set and not talk for 3 minutes?
3 minutes?
Silence for 3 minutes.
Just let Terry vacuum.
Just let her vacuum. I mean, I'd do that for $150.
There you go.
Okay.
It's a fair
Didn't
amount.
Dice Clay used to do
great.
that, like, just for fun?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I heard he would just get up there and not talk. His son is a comedian. I give him time sometimes. He did it on my show. He went a minute and a half not talking. I was like, come
Really?
on, bro, you gotta talk.
What do you do?
Did he
He just
freeze
he gets
up?
up there and just walk, like walking, pacing back and forth on stage. I was like,
Dude,
I
that
know what
makes
he's
everyone nervous.
doing. Dude, and the way he looks
Yeah.
like a funny guy too. He looks like Dice Clay's son.
Did you see that thing that was going around just because the Super Bowl just happened? And there was like all these Super Bowl reels that everyone was sharing. One of them was about how Michael Jackson did the halftime show, and he like was having like some sort of argument with the director, and he was like, "We go on my cue," and he's like, "All right, we'll go on your cue," but like he knew that he wanted to like send a message to him, so Michael Jackson just stood there on purpose for like 2 minutes without giving, and so even people in the audience are like, "What is that?" Like
Yeah.
he just completely wouldn't move until he's like, you don't get to hit the pyro or the fireworks or anything till I touch my glasses. And so like they're all in the control room and you can hear him talking about, he's like, all right, come on, Mike, I need you to go, Mike, please. But he's like, but I was going to be respectful and not just hit everything. I wish you
Whoa.
would have. I wish
Yeah.
you'd have hit the button like, fuck you, you go, boy, you dance.
There's a video on that of him
Yeah.
in the control. Wow, I want to see that.
Yeah,
That's
and the
awesome.
guy's like telling the story is like as like Mike was a real artist and he didn't care who was watching. He was gonna get his point
Wow.
across in
I mean, what do you think the longest you've been silent for a set is?
20 seconds
I know.
at the most.
It's fucking
That's
long.
even such a long time. 20 seconds.
I've got a long. I've got one where I need to pause, and I think that I measured it at like 7 seconds, and that feels way longer.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I know you've done sets where the crowd is silent for
Correct.
like long
The
time.
first few years of my career, they were all whispering amongst themselves. How much longer is this going to be? But that's comedy.
Yeah.
That's comedy, dude. All right, we'll do a couple more. How much to take a paint gun to the back? Just
back?
from like a shooting. What's it called? Like the
Paintball?
shooting range.
All right.
When you just like you do the
Paintball gun?
Yeah, paintball gun. But they used to just like execute the people like a firing range, but with a paintball gun.
That'd be kind of fun.
I'd $50. I'd do that.
50.
I would
don't
do
hurt
that.
that bad.
Definitely do that.
Yeah, I've played paintball, but not in a while. But
The
I've
first
done
one
that
will
for
sting
free,
for a
technically.
second. Yeah.
Oh, it hurts, but
How much to kill a homeless guy with a hammer?
Free.
Hey, our governor's not going to do anything about it. I'm trying to do the Lord's work.
Yeah.
Insane.
No, forget. Skip that one.
All right, we're not going to do that one
Skip
for
that
real.
Last one. What's a
Patreon
good
for
one?
that.
The problem is this show, we used to always ask how much to fight Mike Tyson. And then recently somebody fought Mike Tyson. It was pretty uneventful.
Very uneventful.
So, that question's out. What's a classic? We did the bald. We did the get hit by
I
a
mean,
pitch.
I always liked how much
Drive to Florida.
how much to ride a bull.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I got one more after this. Yeah, how much to ride a bull?
Ride a bull. 400.
Okay, he's got kind of calculated.
I know. I like his
His answers
amounts.
are very and then the last question: how much to just for a whole day wear underwear on the outside of your pants?
Whole day, no matter where you go.
Whole day. I would do that for $200.
$200.
Yeah, that's a day.
You have
days,
to,
that's a day's work.
you have to wear it to school where you teach.
Where I teach,
Mm-hmm.
I wear these Ethicas. Dude. I got
Well, you could pick a day where it's...
Yeah,
you know,
it doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
It could be on
Okay,
a
so
weekend, right?
$200. How much for women's underwear?
Women's underwear, $50. No,
That's cheaper.
I'll do that. Just feel 300. It wouldn't be that much different, honestly.
What day would you pick? Like a day that you're
I would.
going to, like, what would you be?
It would have to just be a day going up at the haha. They probably just
Bro,
have to be one of those.
What, these old things?
Yeah.
I just keep like...
and then not even reference it.
yeah.
Just
I'm just wondering, because it would be a shame to pay someone to do this and then they just chill at their house. And you're like,
Yeah.
well,
yeah,
this
you gotta
is-
leave the house.
Yeah.
We gotta have video of you leaving the house.
Yo, man, let's get some coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, going to a coffee shop.
How much would you do it for, Jeff?
Underwear on the outside of my pants for a whole day.
Whole day. How much would you do it just to go get coffee?
To get coffee, I'd do it for $100. For a whole day, we're talking about $1,000. But I'm picking the day.
So tomorrow.
Not doing it on a...
Tomorrow,
when
if
you're
I
on
give you
TV?
$100, we'll go to the Red Door and you'll wear underwear on the outside.
Yes, but I'm flying out in the morning.
Oh, you
I know.
fucking pussy.
The red window, right?
What's our favorite coffee shop? Or
Well,
my favorite
next
coffee shop.
time I'm up,
Yeah, I'll do it for
you'll
$100.
do $100.
Yeah.
I'll pay
Also,
$100
but
to watch you wear.
You'll regret it, though.
I will not.
Because everyone at the coffee shop knows me. They'll all be like, what are you doing? Huh?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah,
that's gonna
good.
be better.
But yeah, you can't address it either. You can't say you're doing it for a podcast. You just have to go in and never address it again.
Just act like it's something.
What,
fashion
these things?
trend
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that.
No,
What,
nothing.
these things?
What do you mean?
These things?
They'll find me. I'm making it like totally political. What? There's the guys wearing dresses now. No one says anything. Like, I'll think I have like a meltdown.
He's gonna wear-
Chalamet.
Jeff's really lost his mind.
It's gonna be red underwear. We're like, we get it, dude. All right.
Where can people find you? Where can people see your comedy or give you money and support you?
Dude, just at Anthony Stiriti on everything.
Nice.
Yep.
How do you spell it?
Anthony, ANTHONY, and STIRITI.
Stiriti.
Before
we go, how much to just wear underwear to the haha and do a show on the outside?
I mean, they pay you $0. I do that for $25.
So $25.
$25, yeah.
You'll wear underwear on the outside for a set at
Yeah.
The Ha
The Ha Ha.
Comedy
And
Club.
I look at that too as like, I
fucking
don't know if you
done.
guys are on like prize picks or anything. I throw $25
We'll pay
in a prize
$25
picks. I can make that into $200 if I make some good picks, you know?
Attaboy.
You show me video.
He's got a real addiction, you know? He goes, oh, dude,
Yeah.
that's 25 on prize picks?
Yeah, wow.
it's easy. I learned
You
from the
could
best.
use the money on anything. And he goes, oh, but that's on prize picks.
Prize
Like,
picks, yeah.
You know?
Oh, you
Well,
mean prop betting?
25 I'd risk. 1,500 I'd go to rent.
right.
Legalize gambling in California.
Well, if you
Yeah.
wear underwear on the outside, I'll Venmo you $25 whenever
Hell
you
yeah.
do it.
All right, let's do it.
Because I don't think you're gonna do it.
I'll give you another Terry story before we get out of here. A few
Yeah.
weeks ago, I'm dating this new girl now, and I had an older girlfriend when I was working there years ago that she knew pretty well, and I introduced her to Terry at the Christmas party, whatever. 2 weeks ago, I had a show there, and she's there. We're hanging out. She goes to the bathroom. Terry comes up to me. She goes, "Oh my God, Anthony, I thought you were dating that girl for a second. Oh, thank God you're not." And I was like, "Oh, that's my girlfriend." She was like, oh, nice, very nice. Okay, very nice. I'm like, she does this thing to she knows that's my girlfriend. Just
Right.
subliminally shit on me.
Yeah, why would she do that?
It was just
So
fucked
mean.
up. Just
mind
purposefully
game.
mean, dude. Just for no reason, just for
Yeah,
her own
she's
amusement.
like in your realm.
Yeah,
man.
dude, I'm thinking like, does she not approve of this? Because she was like a second mother to me when I first moved out here for years.
That's
but
wild.
yeah, crazy.
That is wild.
Find tour dates to see me at jeffdye.com. I'm coming everywhere, dude. I'm going to England soon.
You're coming everywhere.
Yeah, dude. I'll be coming all over this goddamn earth. But I'm also performing all over this earth.
Okay, cool.
That's where I come. And go to jeffdye.com to figure that out. Joshua?
Josh Nelson Comedy. Also, on the Instagram, send us in some questions on Everybody's Got a Price. And, yeah, that's it, man. Keep watching and, comment on shit. Help us out. Appreciate you. Yeah.
Boom.